Yeah, we're back. I fixed their issue with the reporting, so now they have reports. They need to set up a DNS alias to make it easier than having to hit an IP address, but fuck them. That's not my problem. That's the networking guys. Okay, so going back to this character. Um, I missed Samantha's last question here. So she says, "Where will you go when WoW folds?" Well, WoW has folded. Well, we're not playing retail. We're playing on private servers, and the private server is slowly dying, unfortunately. And so that kind of sucks. As far as where would I go when EverQuest goes down? Well, EverQuest retail, fucking fly here. Retail will probably fold eventually, but as far as the private servers for EverQuest, I don't think they will. They'll continue to live. There's enough content in there to keep it going for a long time, and there's enough people that love the game so much that they will not let it die. And as well, if the what do you call it? If EverQuest server was gone, vanished, shut down, I mean, I would run a EverQuest server. I mean, I ran a WoW server for a little bit, and I still have them. I just, there was not many people on there, and there was a new one that came out. The what's that thing called? Chromicraft. So Chromicraft was out, and so I was like, let's see how Chromicraft does. I didn't want to take away from them. Plus, I'm not putting any money into advertisement either. So my servers are shut down for right now. But if EverQuest ever went down and the private servers went down, then I would most likely start up my own EverQuest private server. I got the hardware, I got the bandwidth, and I have the knowledge. So, yeah. Oh, and the bandwidth and the funding. So I'm not worried about EverQuest really disappearing. It's kind of like Star Wars Galaxies. Again, that's also another MMO. I think that one started off in 2002, and I played a lot of that one. Back in retail, it kind of sucked. No, actually, I remember playing a lot of retail. Yeah, I played a lot back in the day, and then after they did the combat upgrade, it all went to hell, and I stopped playing. But we found private servers that stopped right at the combat upgrade, and those servers are still going. There's probably not a lot of people on them right now. I mean, because the people that are on there are dedicated. They all got Jedi's and shit now. Um, they got every class. Not every, yeah, I guess you say every class maxed out. Everything. They're sufficient, and I'm getting there too. And I was actually playing it last night. So, uh, Star Wars Galaxy, I think is going to be here for a long time. And as well with that one, if that one fades away, I will do what I can to set one up. Although I've never tried to set one up before, and I don't know if there's much knowledge out there about it. So I would have to contact whoever's running the current server and ask them, hey, is this shit available out there in case something happens to you? I mean, who's going to take it over? Stuff like that, because I hate to see it fucking just vanish into the ether. And a lot of times the servers suffer from, basically people get tired. Whoever runs the servers, it becomes a chore, having to back up the servers, restore them, do restarts every night, make sure there's no issues, check the logs, and if they're doing events and stuff, they got to turn on the events, disable the events, whatever the fuck, and stuff like that, maintenance, and any other setup that they had to do. So that's why they don't really do a lot of events and stuff, because after a while you get tired of doing that shit, especially with something you got to do every day. Now I'm sure the people that run the servers are developers like myself, so they're capable of writing their own code to, how do you say, handle all that stuff themselves. So I mean, I think that's really where it kind of stands out is the people that run these servers. They're fans, they're dedicated, and they have the know-how to keep it going. Now, even if it was like a money thing, like, oh, we need so much money so we can have enough bandwidth, Nowadays, that's not the problem because you can run it from your home connection. We got fiber, fiber connections here at home. Like I got a fiber gigabit connection here, unlimited bandwidth. I can easily get a dedicated IP, but even now we don't even need a dedicated IP. We can use dynamic DNS. Okay, looks like my bags are full. Let's go sell this shit. Now, I was never really a big fan of WoW. I mean, I guess back in the day it was, but uh, it was always like I never spent a lot of time. Well, I guess I could say that. I did spend many hours. I just never had a set schedule to play, right? And the guilds that I would get into were usually fairly large, and there was always people that were already, how do you say it, distinguished or well known. So trying to join them on a raid was almost impossible because all the slots were already taken by people that have been playing with them for a very long time. And you try to talk with folks and make friends and stuff, but they got their own little groups, so it's kind of hard to find a spot in that group until someone leaves and shit. Right now, the biggest problem with retail Everquest is that everyone's already leveled up. You go and try to do some of the lower content, and it's a ghost. What's now? Do I or do I not answer the health question? What? Eh? I mean, do what you want. I mean, do what you want. Like, it's asking if I've completed the full series of vaccines, and since I in the process, I say no. It will ask me again. Yeah, it will ask every day, no matter what your answer is. So this whole questionnaire thing. So the company is asking people if they've done their COVID vaccination. Now, under law, that is considered medical information and you should not be telling or asking people. Although the governor and the states and all that stuff, they say that it's okay to ask about the COVID one. Um, and I think it's that way that they can find out, how many people percentage-wise is vaccinated and stuff. So it's more like I would say, a government mandate, but no one said it in paper. That's the thing. So it's weird. So we got to treat it as what do you call it? Um, HIPAA or IPA, whatever the fuck, some kind of health information that we got to have it secure. We got to make sure there's no way people can get to it. Oh, I lost my pet when you zone. That sucks. In retail, that doesn't happen when you zone, but on here it does. The only time you lose your pet is if you've charmed something and you zone out. Okay. it looks like I have to add some people to a security group. I can probably do that here on stream. It's not going to be, I don't think anything super sensitive will pop up. But either way, this data is just a bunch of names and shit. Oh, that's it. Okay. Well, I need to find that link again. That guy has a stick. We'll go for him. Come here with your stick. We want your stick. So either way, the questionnaire I was talking about. So we had to treat it as secure information, secure health information. So we had to spin up a whole extra server and put it behind extra security and all kinds of stuff like that, and make sure we have proper security groups to be able to protect it from access. So we had to spin up a whole new SQL server and a whole new report server, since they didn't want the report server to be on the same SQL server. So we had to put the report server somewhere else. So that's two servers that spin up. And then we set that shit up. Then we're not doing any cross database linking, so we're only shoving up the information with the employee ID and this and that and the values. So our guys will have to, or our people that actually do the reporting and stuff, they have to combine the data themselves. But they should be fine. There's a dude hauling ass over there. But yeah, that's what's going on this morning, trying to get that shit set up. I usually try not to talk about work and stuff when I'm recording shit, because that kind of stuff can get you in trouble. At level 4 we can get new spells, so let's go for level 4. Moist Bat. I like that you don't have to face your target to cast your spell. There are probably some spells that do require line of sight. Oh, he has a staff. We gotta go for that guy. I like it how responsive it is, the controls here, Most games, they're not responsive when it comes to, keyboard input. So I was saying earlier, retail, the problems, the issues with retail and EQ is that there's no one leveling, you know. So all the content is very hard to go get into because you're not going to find anyone in low levels, you know. I think the one place people congregate is going to be around level 50 or so in ice caverns, if that's even where they're fucking congregating now to level up. They might be doing LDONs now since you can do them at, like, you know, I think level 40 or something. And they got great experience points and great drops. So, and you can queue them from just about anywhere, I think. They probably also have like party search windows and shit like that now. I remember the old days. You would turn on your LFG flag saying looking for group, and then you'd wait. And eventually someone would message you and say, hey, you interested in doing it, blah, blah, blah. You know, and then you'd be like, yeah, sure, fuck it. You know, I'm over here and blah, blah, blah. It's going to take me here to here. And then you just start making your way there. And in the past, that was difficult because the you know, location of stuff. You have to get teleports and shit like that. Oh. Trying to get this work shit figured out. Skeleton's coming right for us. I like how we just walk by, no fucks given. Ooh, that dog. He drank water, so it must have wet its face, but you can smell her wet fur. She needs a bath. I need to give her a good bath, but I need like to dunk her, and like she's a huge ass dog, so it's very hard to just dunk that dog. Pantalones. If I recall those. Yeah, there is a quest for these scalps. Pawns. No, not the pawns. Is it? Fuck, I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. That's the thing here. There's a lot of stuff. that you don't know if it's for a quest or what the fuck, right? It's just drops. And snakes and stuff do have the chance of dropping gear. It's just not as common. And on this server, they don't drop stupid fucking drops here, man. Anything special is gonna have to come off of a named creature or a quest. And the quests here are like, like the prayer shawl quest, right? You follow all these things, kill all these things, collect these items, combine them, give them to this guy, and eventually at the end you end up with a really nice shawl, prayer shawl that gives you mana regen. Can I hit that fucking snake? The snake resisted. What is this freaking snake from hell? Moist. It's not moist, but moist. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think I'm supposed to get some grocery delivery from 11 to 12. So I'm waiting on that. And I guess when that shows up, I'll go ahead and stop and work on this work stuff. Oh, someone gave away a bunch of shit. Alright, we have more shit to give away. Go sell. We're not even halfway yet. You know what? Theoretically, I should be able to tie my, well, yeah, I should be able to tie my mouse, my what do you call it, head turn look, whatever the fuck, to my headset, and theoretically almost do VR with it, or at least first person view. We just gotta get this scaling working. Okay, so pics we want to ignore. Alright, I'm going to have to go and take care of this stuff for work, and I'll be back. We're going to sit here and just stare at Trust. Well, he just chills there. Okay, I'm just going to minimize this stuff, and I'm probably going to go ahead and I can leave that up. I'm going to end the stream because I need to get some work done and stuff, so that way I'm not distracted. Alright, peace out. I'll probably come back, but I probably won't stream.